Hi, welcome to Tasty Treats 2020 with GourmetQuilter. We're doing 20 different treats throughout the year of 2020 and some of them are going to be applique, so this time we're doing some applique trees. There's 20 different trees over 20 days, each with a pattern each day and a video each day with each block. So as you can see, my forest has already begun. We've already done 4 trees, so today we're up to tree number 5. So this is kind of exciting. There's more information on the website on GourmetQuilter.com. If you've already registered to receive the pattern, you'll have one that looks like this. So there's a diagram of the actual tree we're making here, plus there's all the pattern shapes for you to trace, already mirror image so that they'll come out this way. And so onto the paperback fusible webbing and then onto the back of your fabric, and then cut them out with some nice scissors. And I've already cut mine out. I've already got my background piece ready to take my tree. I've actually already just started positioning a couple of the pieces. I've just done piece 1, 2 and 3. And I'm just going to continue on. So this is a sort of a tree that kind of has leaves kind of all over the place. As trees do. I have noticed that trees do that. So they are all numbered. So I'm going to continue on putting them on in their number order. So this is number 4. And this one is going to come down here. It's not going to matter too much about the absolute positioning. What will matter is whether or not there's gaps, if you don't want any gaps. So I'm just going to carry on here. So this is number 5, and I'm just covering up any gaps that are there, and that should overlap a little bit here with number 4. And then we want piece number 6. I'm pretty much going from side to side with their numbering. And then I want number 7 next. So a slightly crazy tree, but trees can be slightly crazy, I've discovered. This is this. Sometimes you have to fiddle a little bit to get things just the way you want them. There is one leaf that goes on last that covers up some of this sort of central piece here. So we've done piece 8, so now we need a piece 9 coming down here, and piece 10, and hopefully we've got a filled in tree, because piece 11 will come down there and look like it was always meant to be there. So there's my little tree. It's looking quite happy. It's definitely a happy growing tree. It's got lots of leaves growing away there. Just a tiny bit of a gap appearing there. I don't want a gap. And so now I'm quite happy with all that, and I'm just going to iron them in place. So don't iron anything in place until you're sure that you're happy, because once it's ironed, it's there to stay. Now, because we've also got several layers with this of the fusible, I'm actually just going to flip that over and iron it from the back as well, just to make sure that that has all gone through and fused all the way through. And then I'm going to be free motion applique stitching around it. So I'm using a stabilizer, and I'm using a light cotton batting as my stabilizer. So I'm just going to place that behind, and I'm going to just iron it on there. It's not fusible, but it just helps it grip quite nicely. So now I have to decide how I'm going to stitch this, because I don't want to start and stop too often with the free motion. It's a little bit tricky because we're going to have we could have a lot of start and stops, but I think what I'll be doing is going around the leaves and then skipping along onto the next leaf and so on where I possibly can. So there will probably be some start and stops, but hopefully not every time, because I think you can double over sometimes or skip on to the next shape. So I'm just going to start and see where that takes me. So I'm just going to start maybe with this trunk down the bottom here, because I know where that is. There's nothing wrong with starting and stopping, I just prefer not to if I don't have to. So I'm just going to go and just get onto this green leaf up here. So I'm quite well positioned there to skip onto a leaf over here now. So I think I'll just do that. I'll do that next one. And so I could either skip onto that one right next to me there, but I think I'm going to go onto this larger one behind. So I'm just going to double over that little bit of stitching and then skip onto this one. And I'm probably going to continue on up this side doing that. Just double back over a little bit and then onto the next one. Until I can't, but I think I can. I think I'm still going to do that. And then I think what I'm going to do is come down here and go onto that centre one that we put on last. And then pretty much do what I did up the other side in reverse and come down here. So I'm going to go up into the centre there. And then I'm going to double back down that same side there and come along up in here. Double down here. Onto this one. We're nearly there. This didn't take very long at all. Up into the centre, double back down there, and we're on the very last bit already. Wow, that was so fast. The stitches to end off. And we didn't have to start and stop other than the beginning and the end, because we were able to double over stitching, and I think that looks absolutely great. That's a great little tree. It kind of looks a bit like I feel, a little bit all over the place. So that's tree number 5. We're going to pop that up in our forest, and it's looking very happy in there, that little tree. It just loves being in the middle of that forest. So that was tree number 5 out of our 20. So we'll see you again with tree number 6. Thank you.